Michaela Arnold. I'm the new responsible for Books on Demand Spain. And I mean real new because I started in this company 4 months ago. So I try my best. Next to me is Aude Desbant. She's the responsible for the distribution area international. And today we want to talk about BOD, what means Books on Demand, who we are, what are we doing, what we do with Libri, and finally about Plureos. It's our publisher solutions from both companies, BOD and Libri, where our hybrid warehousing sets new standards in the whole book industry. So let's start with the presentation. I think you can go to the first page. So Books on Demand was founded in '97 by the leading German book wholesaler Libri, which we will present later on. BOD is a print-on-demand service provider and self-publisher in the continental Europe with more than 55,000 authors, more than 3,000 publishers as customers right now, and more than 4 million titles ready for print. We print books from just one copy, including hardcover, and offers a lot of printing solutions. We doesn't are just a printer. Books on Demand also offers a lot of logistic and distribution services, which are completely integrated in the book market. Finally, we go international, and currently we have an international presence in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Spain, France, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Finland, with a worldwide distribution and an availability in all the relevant online shops. Within the last 2 years, our sales of English language books in German-speaking countries has more than doubled. And in addition to the 100,000 physical English language books we have in stock, we have more than 2 million print-on-demand titles currently available through Libri and BOD. And finally, our mission is that publisher content becomes available on demand and around the world in print and ebook.
So now that you know more about Books on Demand, I will present you Libri. As Michaela said, Books on Demand was created by Libri, and Libri is the leading book wholesaler in Germany, and it covers more than 95% of all the bookshops' needs, even the specialist ones. So that means they have a lot of books in stock. And as we know in the book market, what is a key factor for success is the quick delivery. And Libri realized that very early, and they have the widest selection of overnight deliveries of stock and of print-on-demand titles, and they deliver them to more than 4,000 traders in Germany, but in whole Europe. And to achieve that, Libri created its own delivery services. It's called Book Express. And through this delivery service, they are delivering all the traders overnight. So now you know more about Libri, you know more about BOD, but what do you want to achieve together? And the answer is really to combine the physical storage and the logistic know-how from Libri with the print-on-demand know-how from Books on Demand. And that is the project that we call Plureos, and it's really the combination of both strengths, and it's really something that is unique in the market, because the print-on-demand facility is located now in the warehouse of Libri. So as Michaela said, BOD was created by Libri, but until now we were printing in Hamburg, in the north of Germany, where are the offices from Libri. And what we wanted is we have seen that there is a very big demand for print-on-demand titles, and we need to continue being able to deliver these titles very quickly. And for this, we really want to integrate this in the logistic that Libri has in order to be the most efficient possible. So with this project, we have a lot of objectives. We of course want to reduce the financial risks for publishers because a large amount of their titles can be printing on demand. That means no stock. That means no print rents, so no financial risks. We want to make an efficient use of resources from both companies. We want to promote the cultural diversity through the immediate availability of millions of titles, because as Michaela said, we have so many titles that are immediately available through this print on demand. We want to eliminate all the time gap between the books that are in stocks and the print on demand books, because our goal is really to be able to deliver the print on demand and the stock books in the same package to the bookshops. And we want to expand our sustainable book production. These are the main objectives. And Michaela and I are going to show you in 5 points what is new and what we are achieving at the moment so that this project works.
Yeah, the first point is the higher production capacity we have. Our premise is finally to offer a production of, Aude say it already, 45,000 copies per day. And I want to say it again. We are the only one which offers hardcovers from just 1 copy on demand. And then our specialized staff in the production and the logistics space of, attention, 20,000 square meters we have, allowed us a top quality of printing titles. And yeah, customers have the option of all formats. Later we will show you on in an overview everything.
So, and with the higher productions come the optimized process. Because as I say, one of the main objectives is to promote diversity. With the immediate availability of millions of titles, and for this you have to get very automated IT processes to be able to print a lot of titles that are all different formats, different papers, different characteristics. That is one of the main challenges as well, because a lot of companies can print books, but not a lot can print books at 1 copy. So that these are very complex IT process, and these ones have to be integrated also to the logistic from Libri, as we said before. And it also has to be integrated to the book market, because the publishers have to be able to add or retire a title from the print-on-demand services to be able to react to the demand. If you have a book that wins the prize at some point, then you don't want to let them in print-on-demand. You want to retire it from this and print larger runs of titles, of copies. And another point which we have to integrate is we really have to be able to send the metadata to all the book markets, so that the titles are directly available to all bookshops, and the orders flow has to work perfectly from the bookshops to the distributor to the printers.
And the main topic of the discussing today is the environment, and all our energy policy is TÜV approved, and we denounce plastic when shipping and shrink wrapping paper bags. The paper scraps that are left over from cutting the pages and covers are collected into a recycling plant outside the hall. And another innovation are our solar cells, which are installed on the roof, and they generate the solar energy from the whole production. So, yeah, from, well, 20,000 square meters is important to say.
The logistic integration, I think now you understand it. We really want to integrate the print-on-demand titles with the stock titles to deliver them to the bookshops. Our goal is really to get millions of titles available immediately. So we become the order from the distributor, and we print it and send it directly to the bookshops. All this transfer from the print-on-demand copies to the picking station and also to the Libri logistic take place via these pocket sorters that you see here. And we are going to show you a video later on so you can have even a better idea of this. And the printed and the ordered copy are going to travel through the whole facility to get to the picking stations and going to go in one only package to the bookshops. At the final stage of the production, we will be able to print 45,000 books a day. That means a lot of pocket sorters traveling through the roof. At the end, we will have more than 100,000 of them in the whole facility.
So as Aude told before, for Libri and BOD is important the time. We unified the print and the book block folding process in just one. Thanks to our highly efficient printing machines, we are ready to print 45,000 copies per day, and Libri are ready to deliver express per overnight. First, we talked about automatic processes and shortening production times, and that it's precisely the goal of the new production. In the past, the printer and the binder were two separated machines, which means that the paper rolls have to be transported by hand from one machine to another one. And with the new production line, this step is eliminated and the printing time is reduced. So in the past, we print one book in 1.5 hours approximately, and now we are ready to print it in 5 minutes.
So now I think you understood what we've done, what is Plureos exactly, but you may ask yourself, okay, but why or when will I use it? And we ask our clients, so how did you come to print on demand and for which titles? And the answers are many. And we took here the 6 more advantage from print on demand and how the publisher uses our services. So the first one are for the out-of-print titles. These are the backlist titles or the out-of-print titles which are not available anymore in the bookshop, in the book market. These titles can be made available again without financial risks, and for publishers who don't have the printing files anymore, we can also offer services from scan and to prepare the printing files for them.
The second point is the first print for the publishers is without risk. This is specialized, for example, for slow movers. Slow movers are titles which the demand is difficult to predict, and another example for which a small print run is needed.
Yeah, there is also the copyright teams. If a book is not available for a very long time, the publisher might lose the rights for them. So with the print on demand, we can let this title available all the time, again, without risk. And that can be a main advantage for some publishers.
And the reprints and reissues, so they are ready to prolongate the life cycle of the book. They are almost out of print in the past.
Another point is the updating content, and it's most of all it's true for the jurisdiction books or the research books, which content has to be made changes a lot. And with print on demand, the printing files can be updated very quickly, and the newest version is directly available.
And the last point, the experimental literature that increased the catalog diversification capacity for the publisher.
So you see, it's not because you don't have a lot of titles that print on demand is not, you can use it. It doesn't matter how many titles you have, you can always find a way to print some titles on this technology.
And now we prepare a little insight in our production, so enjoy it.
So here is the stand from that is Plureos and the new production facilities. So you will see what we are talking about for now 15 minutes maybe. So that's the facility. And you will see the whole production is just in one line. That was the scheme that were on the slide before. So here you can see the book blocks are printing on these machines. And here you can see both lines that were on set at that moment. Now we have 4 of them. At the end, when we moved completely there will be 7 lines like this. Before you've seen the ink printing, here is the toner printing. Before it was on a roll. Here there is page-to-page printings. That is to say that the quality is quite different from in both printing strategy, and the publisher can choose between the rolls or the page-to-page. Here are the cover printed. The publisher, yes, can choose between 3 choice of lamination, so it goes through these machines. And at the end, when the book block and the covers are printed, they will be, of course, put together. And that's what we are going to see now. So here you see the covers, here the book block, and these machines will put them together. And now you see you have almost a book. It just needs to be cutted, and that's the last step from our production. The books, which are now the book block and the covers, are going through these last machines, and it is a 3 cutting parts. So this machine is going to move the book in order to cut every side of it. And here you can see this pocket sorter system, which we told about before. And each of these pockets contains just 1 book, and it's going through this picking station and through the packages which are going to the bookshops. That's the last step. That was Plureos.